The search to replace Holly Willoughby on This Morning has, let's face it, turned into an absolute farce. With a list of potential frontrunners as long as an octopus's arm, we'd be surprised if Aunt Mo down the pie shop wasn't in the running for the Plumb position. It's now even emerged that ITV is reportedly holding live auditions in a bid to find someone with a single brain cell that's capable of reading from an autocue. With presenter Josie Gibson, who hosts 2 or 3 times a week, going to Australia to appear on I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here. Executives are using the opportunity to audition for a presenter to take over when the program is relaunched in the new year. A source claimed that the opportunity will apparently test the chemistry and likability of a number of potential hosts, as if they haven't already been doing just that, with their revolving door technique since Phillip Schofield's exit. An insider said, there will be a mix of different hosts over the coming weeks as bosses screen test various contenders, some who will have been on the show before and some won't. There is a great existing pool of presenters, both male and female, who have featured before, but bosses will also be looking outside of the show to try potential new faces out. It's an obvious way to test chemistry, likability, and the sheer skill of presenters to see if they can make hosting a live 2.5-hour show look easy. Since the bizarre speculation of who will replace Holly Willoughby, Joel Dommett threw a spanner in the works, suggesting that he could be set to replace Phillip Schofield on This Morning. The rising TV star, who hosts The Masked Singer and the newly revamped reality show Survivor, had a brief trial co-hosting with Holly Willoughby back in March before she quit the ITV daytime show. Joel admitted he would be keen to continue with the co-hosting gig and believes he'd be a great choice, but appeared to make a pointed dig at Schofield in the process. The funny man said of his time co-hosting This Morning, "It was genuinely fun. I enjoy, as a comic, approaching scenarios where you're going from what would be seen as a funny segment to shifting to a quite serious mode. I relish that challenge. I just need to keep working hard and not be an a-hole." However, ITV say they hope to still sign Ben Shepherd to take over Phillip Schofield's role in January, as they had originally planned to pair him with Holly. Bosses were thrilled with their partnership when they tried Ben out alongside her last month. An insider said, "The show requires a solid pairing that look and feel comfortable and have the ability to swiftly navigate from the light-hearted moments through to the tougher ones." Bosses have been inundated with suggestions for the next This Morning duo, but they will take their time to get it right. But there has been huge interest from agents calling in on behalf of their clients. While chiefs do want Ben to host, they have also mulled over married couples such as Kat Deely and Patrick Kielty and Emma and Matt Willis, but at the moment that looks unlikely to happen. Senior ITV executives feel that Josie and Alison Hammond are too lightweight to become the main anchors. Meanwhile, Rylan Clark made a shock return more than a year after his last appearance on the show. The presenter appeared alongside regular Josie Gibson wearing a cream shirt teamed with a pair of black trousers. The polished star cut a dapper appearance. Josie, who has been standing in for Holly, along with a number of other presenters including Bake Off's Alison Hammond, Dermot O'Leary and Rochelle Hughes, asked him for an update on his mum's health after she fell while on holiday. Rylan told fans that in a desperate state of panic, he splashed out on a private jet to get his mum back home safely, instead of relying on a commercial flight. He said, "She's really good. She's watching today. She's hobbling about in a leg brace and went down the post office over the weekend. I got her a plane home. It wasn't glamorous, seeing her airlifted onto a plane." An insider said that Rylan was an easy choice for ITV bosses, as he's already part of the This Morning family and they know that viewers will feel safe in his hands. According to the source, he is excited to return to the show and bosses are keen to see how viewers respond to the chemistry between him and Josie, and this will determine whether he is asked back in the near future. They added, "It's been a turbulent time for the series and hosts like Rylan are vital when it comes to steadying the ship." Earlier this year, it looked as though the Essex-born star, much like Joel Dommett, had thrown shade at Phillip during an interview. After announcing that he was leaving BBC Strictly Come Dancing spin-off show It Takes Two in April, without naming anyone in particular, he spoke about the importance of being nice to people in the TV industry, as there are some that aren't like that. He said, "People can see who are the real ones and can very much see who isn't. I've been in this industry for nearly 11 years and all I've ever been is nice and polite to people. And that's starting to pay off for me now, because there are people in this industry who aren't like that. They think they're something special. And the walls are starting to fall." Last month, he seemed to take another swipe at Phillip in an interview with The Telegraph as he discussed showbiz gossip. According to the Star, he simply lives by the motto, work hard, be decent to everybody and be nice to everyone on the way up, because everyone has a fall. At the time, an ITV spokeswoman declined to comment. But could the speculation we are seeing in the newspapers about Holly Willoughby's replacement, which include the promotion of potential frontrunners including the likes of Storm Huntley, have an altogether different purpose? Could the incessant musings be an attempt to keep Willoughby's name and her kidnap story in the limelight until the outcome of ITV's independent inquiry due at the end of the year? Possibly. Since Holly's kidnap plot was uncovered, Scotland Yard police officers have apparently been guarding Holly's London mansion, and alleged perpetrator Gavin Plumb, who was detained in custody, will appear in Chelmsford Crown Court for a plea hearing this week on the 3rd of November. Barry George lookalike Plumb was arrested at his flat in Harlow, Essex, where he was found allegedly in possession of weapons. He was charged with soliciting to commit murder and incitement to commit kidnap in relation to the TV presenter. The father of two appeared in the dock wearing a green t-shirt with the slogan, "Age to Perfection," but we wonder if he'll choose a red tie for his next appearance on Friday. The mind truly boggles, doesn't it? Prosecutors told the court that Plumb was part of a network of like-minded individuals and that he allegedly tried to hire a hitman from the US, and unsurprisingly to us, the name of the man he allegedly conspired with is David Nelson. There is another man called David Nelson. He was an American actor from New York who died in 2011. Coincidence? Probably not. If you've been watching our videos over the last few months, Blinkerhole has discovered many connections to America and New York that have cropped up while covering the Phillip Schofield scandal and Holly Willoughby's subsequent departure from This Morning. According to the charge sheet, Plumb had assembled a kidnap and restraint kit capable of encouraging or assisting the commission of the kidnap of Holly Willoughby. Police were said to have seized mobile phones and electronic devices from his flat, as well as the weapons haul. Detective Superintendent Rob Kirby, from Essex and Kent Serious Crime Directorate, said, "This was an extremely fast-paced investigation, with many of our officers and national partners working overnight to secure these charges. The safeguarding of any victim is paramount, and we will continue to prioritize this and working with the Metropolitan Police Service as the investigation proceeds." Holly was reportedly in bits, and her close friends claimed that the presenter was left shaken, petrified and unable to take in what had happened. One source said, "Holly couldn't believe that she got up one morning and that's how the day went. It is absolutely awful. It's difficult to find the words." Another added, "There have been several stages of this, which have shocked Holly more as she learned more. Thursday was not a good day for her. It was frightening and distressing as she learned the breakdown of the accusations. It terrified her." To conclude, for us, the biggest indicator that there is most definitely more to this story than meets the eye was when Prime Minister Rishi Sunak addressed the case as he appeared on This Morning, saying, "Before we get going, I'm so sorry to hear everything going on with Holly. I just wanted to send my best to her and her family, and to all of you." When the Prime Minister magically appears from nowhere and mentions Holly's family, know this: it is not a coincidence. Please like and subscribe for more journeys through the Blinkerhole. For entertainment purposes only. Keep up to date with our latest investigations and hit the join button. If you like what we do, send us a super thanks. Official Blinkerhole merchandise is available in store.